What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. Hey, look, you're checking out my month of May short form compilation video. This is all the short form recipe videos I released in the last 31 days during the month of May in 2025. There must be a recipe video for you in here. I swear. There's so many delicious things I cooked up. You're going to love it. Make sure you let me know in the comments below which you thought were the best. And don't be afraid. Reach out to me on TikTok and Instagram as well. I'm posting everywhere these days. You're going to friggin' love it. Enjoy the videos.
So you've been too afraid to throw a ham on the smoker, eh? Well, come on along. I'm Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. I'll talk you through the entire thing. First off, I'm going to pick up this delicious ham from Beck Farms at their Seaport Farmers Market location. Holy cow. Then I'm going to hit it with this papaya and rum hot sauce as a binder and Island Gurl Foods barbecue seasoning. Holy cow. This is going to be the perfect way to treat this ham. Liberally coating that binder, liberally coating that seasoning, throwing it directly on the pellet grill with a blend of hickory, oak, and maple pellets. Holy cow. We're just going to let this smoke at 250. Oh, buddy, this is going to be so delicious. Then we're going to pull it off and use some Wabanaki maple elderberry infused maple syrup. I'm going to empty this entire bottle over the top, wrap it in tinfoil, and throw it back on the smoker for another hour. This is the result. Seriously delicious ham, bud. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, the bark I formed was just a 10 out of 10. Every single bite of this was so juicy, tender, and delicious. Oh my golly. Island Gurl Foods was the perfect hot sauce as a binder and seasoning for this. I mean, just look at these little morsels of ham. Oh, so delectable, so delicious. Holy cow. You know me. Pretty simple. Plated it up with some mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and toast. Barbecue for life.
Spring is in the air. That means pulled pork should be on your grill. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. And today I wanted to talk about one of the most delicious pulled pork sandwiches I've ever made, starting with some honey hog BBQ by Meat Church. Holy cow, seriously seasoned up this bone-in pork shoulder to perfection. Oh, I left it in the refrigerator overnight just to let that dry rub seasoning really get in there. Then I threw it on the Napoleon charcoal grill, and you can see I have full pieces of apple wood in there with that charcoal, just smoking away to beautiful perfection. This stuff was absolutely delicious. So I just shredded it up and hit it with some Meat Mitch barbecue sauce. Holy cow. This was the perfect combination. It made the most delicious pulled pork. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I just made these nice little balls, topped it with a little more Meat Mitch. Oh, they were perfect to keep in the refrigerator. And then whenever you're ready, whip up a simple pulled pork sandwich. This is how I do it, with mustard, a little more Meat Mitch, some pickles, and bam, throw on a little of that pulled pork. And I'm telling you, bud, you got one of the most delicious bites you'll ever have. Holy cow, you gotta try this out. Remember, barbecue for life. When I'm cooking chicken, the only thing I want to be saying when I'm biting into it is frig, that's good. Holy cow. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. And you heard me. Frig, that's good by Maritime Madness. This seasoning is fantastic. So I just knew I had to stuff a chicken with a little bit of onion, some garlic, some lemon, and a bunch of that frig, that's good seasoning by Maritime Madness. Then I trussed the chicken, tying it up so it looks all neat and pretty. Hung it right in the Oklahoma Joe Bronco barrel smoker out in the backyard. And I'm just going to let this sit above that coal bed with a nice huge hunk of applewood in there, because chicken and applewood pair perfectly together. So let's just take this chicken to the smoke show, let it hang, let it charbroil, let it cook to absolute perfection. Frig, that's good, man, by Maritime Madness. A perfect seasoning for my chicken. Holy cow, look at that skin. Cooked to perfection. I brought it up past 165 internal. I actually brought it closer to 180. Man, I love barbecue chicken. So juicy, so tender, and delicious. Look at that. Oh, scrumptiddly-umptious, bud, for real. Man, oh man. So you know me, I'm basic from the East Coast, so I plated it up with dressing, gravy, mashed potatoes, and not to mention how hilariously small those little carrots are there. Anyway, you know the drill. Barbecue for life. What up, big man? It's the Sauce Boss Ross, aka Saucy Rossy, aka the deepest voice in barbecue, and I'm here because I got some maritime madness on the go. These ribs were next level. Let's take it up a notch. Sweet Chipotle Dry Rub by Maritime Madness. Make sure you fully cover those 2 racks of ribs. I'm talking every nook and cranny, the top, the bottom, and the sides. That's super important. Next, we're going to fire up the pellet smoker by Pitboss to about 225, and we're going to run these low and slow, baby. I'm talking 6 hours. Now, for the first 4 hours, we're just going to let it ride, spritzing it regularly with apple cider vinegar. We don't want it to dry out. Then, at about the 4-hour mark, we're going to wrap it in tinfoil with butter and a little bit of this grilling sauce by Maritime Madness. And then, at hour 5, we're going to unwrap it, leave it just like this, hit it with another layer of that Habanero Moonshine grilling sauce by Maritime Madness. And boy, oh boy, this is the result. Delicious ribs. Perfect ribs. Incredible ribs. That's right. I'm talking about my own barbecue in the backyard thanks to Maritime Madness. Check this out. These ribs were next level. Like, for real, for real. Look at that bone pull. Look at that tacked on sauce. Oh, that seasoning was perfect. Now let's check out the inside, right? That smoke ring. It's exactly what I wanted. Boy, oh boy. This was so delicious. Maritime Madness, you did it again. I loved every little bit of these ribs. Heck yeah, bud. Barbecue for life. Delicious tacos, homemade, simple. Oh, everything I love about an easy recipe. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. I'm using one of these unbelievable street taco packets. It's simple taco seasoning by Casa Bonita. With Cinco de Mayo coming up, I mean, everyone's probably doing this. So let's go make some tacos together. I started by grabbing some delicious ground beef from Vessel Meats in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Then threw it into a frying pan by The Rock, and then I just fried it off. Nothing too crazy. Kept it simple, cooked it down. Then I grabbed my soft tortilla shells, cornflour tortilla shells by Casa Bonita. Go into a dry frying pan, 30 seconds aside, each side. Quick toast brings that flavor out, and man, oh man, they become just absolutely delicious. So I went in and smeared on some homemade guac. That's just some avocado, cherry tomatoes, red onion, salt, and pepper mixed together. Then, oh buddy, fire roasted habanero salsa from Casa Bonita. Man, this is just a 10 out of 10. Top it with some white onion, then some smoked peach by Spicy Boys. Because seriously, I want to bring this heat level up to the next level. I'm not going overboard here, just a few drops throughout, but man, that's going to add that extra kick. And boy, oh boy, throw on a little chili lime crema with it. Man, oh man, some simple street tacos at home, super easy. Barbecue for life. More people should be grilling up bison. It's so lean, it's so delicious, it's so nutritious. It's just incredible. And when it comes to barbecue, man, that flavor is just packing. Noble Premium Bison, Ribeye Bison Steak today with some Newfoundland seasoning, taste at home, salt-free seasoning, mixes of pepper, paprika, onion, thyme, rosemary, garlic, orange zest, and ginger, along with some other spices, here to perfectly complement this bison. So I fully covered both sides and the edges. Holy cow. Let's grill this up. You know what time it is. We're firing up that Napoleon charcoal grill. Let's get it to like 600 or 700 degrees and get that cast iron grill grate on there. Man, I want those signature wavy marks just charred right into this. There they are. You know what's up. After about 2 minutes and 10 seconds, I gave it my first flip. Then after about 2 minutes, 20 seconds, it hit 119 internal. That's when I pulled it off to rest, where it hit 125 internal. Then I sliced into this. Now you need to understand, we're keeping this rare, medium rare, because it's bison. It's extra lean. Oh man, but was it ever delicious, juicy, and just flavor packed. That taste of home seasoning was the perfect compliment. I loved the orange zest edition. It was just a 10 out of 10 to every single bite. So do yourself a favor. Care about your health a little bit more. Try some taste of home seasoning and some bison today. Barbecue for life. Tropical Paradise Chicken Drumsticks. Holy cow, let's tantalize those taste buds. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. Check out this Island Gurl Foods and a Spice Affair seasoning salt. It looks just like sand from a tropical beach. Bring me to my happy place. My goodness. Now look, if you've never watched my videos before, this is called Wang Janglin the Chicken. We get it fully covered, coated, every nook, every cranny. Just check that out. Next, you go to the Napoleon charcoal grill. Fire it up.
450, 500 degrees. We're going to put these chicken drumsticks on indirect heat. Next, get your maple habanero barbecue sauce and papaya and rum hot sauce by Island Gurl Foods. That's right, I said it. Papaya and rum. It's new and delicious. You need to check it out. We're going to mix these together though, because it's perfect for chicken, and we're going to just coat it. Holy cow. Go to that Napoleon charcoal grill. Act like you're Bob Ross. Paint a portrait right on those pieces of chicken. Holy cow. We're going to let it tack on there until it's barbecue perfection. I'm saying, I don't know, make sure it's past 165 internal. I brought mine to 185 because, man, I just love barbecue chicken. Holy cow. Every single bite was delicious, tantalizing, and just incredible. So seriously, check out Island Gurl Foods ASAP. Barbecue for life.
What up, glizzy gods? It's your boy Saucy Rossy, here to serenade you with some delicious glizzy gospel. Check out these delicious hot dogs made from Vessel Meats in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Now look, you know I'm a barbecue guy, and of course, I love myself some hot dogs, but hot dogs are normally extremely processed. So when I went into Vessel Meats the other day and I saw these glizzies sitting there glaring at me, just having a staring competition, I knew I needed to get them. Pick them up, try them out, and grill them on my Napoleon charcoal grill. Now, I ran my Napoleon charcoal grill around 400 degrees here. I wanted it to be gentle, and I had them on indirect heat. That's real important as well. You don't want to burn these. Give them some glorious glamour shots, right? They're glizzies. We need to treat them like they're family members. As you can see here, the heat's coming on, and they're starting to sweat and form up that little bit of pooling of, the grease inside, just looking fantastic. So you know me, we're not going to wang jangle today. We're going to rustle and tussle these around right there on the Napoleon charcoal grill. Once they hit the right temp, we're going to pull them off and just set them aside because we're going to toast our buns. Now look, it's been a little bit since we fired up the grill, so the grill's only at 300. Easy to toast off these buns with a little Monterey Jack cheese. Then throw those glizzies in the bun like you're prepared, get some mustard, ketchup, and a little bit of sauerkraut, and have a great day. Barbecue for life.
Bison jalapeno poppers, simple, delicious, nutritious, and will leave your guests at the next barbecue begging for more. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, cooking up some delicious noble premium bison, lean ground bison, throwing in some amazing South Shore sea salts barbecue spice rub. Holy cow, so tantalizing. We're going to dice up a red onion, cherry tomatoes, and mince some garlic. Throw it in a bowl with that cooked bison, then some cream cheese and some shredded cheese. Mix it together, then slice the jalapenos in half. Remove the seeds if you can't take the heat. Then we're going to just pack that mixture in, throw on a little more shredded cheese, and throw it on the smoker at 275. Now, guys, don't worry. You don't need a smoker. This works in an oven, on a regular barbecue, or even in an air fryer. So guess what? Don't worry. You got a way to cook this at home. So get yourself some noble premium bison, South Shore sea salt seasonings, and some delicious barbecue sauce. Now today, I'm using Earl's signature sauces, apple molasses barbecue. Holy cow, the perfect combination for this jalapeno popper with bison. Jeez Louise, it's going to have that perfect kick and that smooth barbecue taste along with it. My golly, these bison jalapeno poppers were a 10 out of 10. Now, if you're interested, I have a full-length recipe video on YouTube, so go check that out. And remember, barbecue for life.
Delicious bison round steaks. What else do I have to say? If you like barbecue, if you want to be healthy, this is the way to go. Seasoned with delicious spruce tip sea salt by the South Shore Sea Salt Company. Holy cow. Just look at these steaks. So lean, so healthy, so nutritious. And with a delicious spruce tip seasoning, like I said, from the South Shore Sea Salt Company, we're going to hit absolute barbecue perfection. Holy cow. So let's go ahead, get these fully coated, put them on a wire rack, and we're going to let them just sit in the fridge for about 4 to 6 hours before throwing them on the Napoleon charcoal grill. Now, I'm going to grill them high heat for probably about 2 minutes and 10 seconds aside. I'm looking for a delicious, rare steak today. And boy, oh boy, did I ever get what I deserved. Check this out. Holy cow. This is what I'm talking about. Man, some delicious bison cooked to a perfect rare. Look at that spruce tip sea salt seasoning just sitting on there, adding that delicious
flavor. Holy cow. Now look, if you're interested, go check out the entire cooking video, the entire recipe on my YouTube channel ASAP. You're going to love every bit of it. Plated it up with some oven roasted sweet potato and coleslaw. Barbecue for life. Amazing hot dog burnt end. Simple, delicious, definitely nutritious, depending on who you ask. Sauce to perfection, ready for that May 2-4 long weekend celebration. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and today I sourced these delicious hot dogs from Vessel Meats in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. I decided to hit them with some mustard pickle hot sauce by Maritime Madness, then some sweet chipotle dry rub, again by Maritime Madness. So delicious. We're going to try and build some bark. So I threw them on a wire rack directly on the Pitboss pellet smoker, and we're going to go low and slow around 275 for about an hour and a half. Then I'm going to throw them directly into a tinfoil pan just like this with a couple knobs of butter and some brown sugar. Then some Habanero Moonshine grilling sauce, again by Maritime Madness. Man, Prince Edward Island, you guys got some good sauces over there. Check this out. Tinfoil wrapped, threw it back in the oven. Man, 275 for about another 20 or 30 minutes, and you're left with this delicious perfection. Seriously, next time your buddies come over, you're hanging out, just enjoying a couple beers or something, throw this together. You're going to thank me later. Man, this recipe was so simple, so easy, and so delicious. The best way to eat your hot dogs. Barbecue for life. Oh, buddy, nice weather. It's the weekend. That means I'm grilling up some amazing chicken. Check this out. Doesn't that look delicious? We can talk about it. What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and I went to Sobeys and sourced some delicious chicken legs by Compliments, grabbed 4 of them, petted them dry with some paper towel, then pulled back that chicken skin. Holy, we're going to go to work with this garden herb dry rub, liberally seasoning these chicken legs. Let's get them fully coated. Oh, buddy. Then, once we coat underneath the skin, we're going to pull it back. You know what's up. Then we're going to fully coat each side, man. Oh, man, that's the drill. Let's get that Napoleon charcoal grill fired up, buddy. Oh, that cast iron grill grate is just going to do wonders to this chicken. Seriously, cooking at about 425 degrees until we pass 165 internal. That's seriously important here. Then we're going to tack on that bold and smoky grilling sauce by Maritime Madness. This stuff is delicious. Now you can tell I don't have anything smoking away on this chicken. That's why I'm using this delicious barbecue sauce, because it's bold and smoky. Seriously delicious. Oh, everything I love about barbecue. Man, check out this chicken. No wonder I'm enjoying barbecue so much. Holy, seriously. Maritime Madness, garden herb, and bold and smoky. Barbecue for life. Rubber boots stomping hot barbecue chicken, the Atlantic Canadian way. Holy cow. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and I went to Sobeys and picked up this delicious chicken, split it in 2, got it ready with some delicious Ragin' Bayman spicy barbecue seasoning from the Newfoundland Seasoning Company. It's a local company in St. John's, Newfoundland, and boy, oh boy, do they have some top-notch seasonings. So you know me, grab that seasoning and fully coated this bird over the skin, under the skin, underneath, on top. Holy cow. Let's throw it on the Napoleon charcoal grill. Get this thing running at about 450. We're going to put it on those cast iron grill grates. Holy cow. This chicken is going to be blessed with perfection. Like I said, this is some rubber boot stomping hot barbecue chicken. That's exactly what I want to hear. Then glazing it with that Newfie Bullet gunpowder rum barbecue sauce. This stuff is just smooth. Holy. Paired perfectly with that Ragin' Bayman seasoning. Holy cow. This Atlantic Canadian barbecue was top notch. Buddy, check this chicken out. Seriously delicious. Tacking on that barbecue sauce like there's no tomorrow. Holy cow. Plated it up with something simple, because you know me, I'm not too crazy on my plates. Just some smashed potatoes and some delicious coleslaw, bud.
Barbecue for life.
My simple method for straightforward, no wrap barbecue ribs. Holy cow. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and I sourced some delicious pork ribs from Vessel Meats in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. They're a local butcher that specializes in whole animal butchery, and I highly suggest if you're an HRM, you check out Vessel Meats. Now, seriously, let's season these to perfection using barbecue spice by Royal Nova Company, based out of Quispamsis, New Brunswick. Holy cow. This barbecue seasoning pairs perfectly with pork. Go check out Royal Nova Company, all their seasonings, all their sauces. A seriously awesome local Atlantic Canadian company. And heck yeah, that's what I love here, supporting local, which is why I went to Rudy's and grabbed a delicious barbecue sauce. Holy cow, this sticky peach Fresno has been living rent-free in my mind for like a month. I've been thinking about it, this barbecue with spice, and some serious pork ribs. Holy cow, smoked low and slow with no wrap, like I mentioned. That means we're straight smoking this the whole way through. And the result, well, this is it, a delicious rack of ribs. Holy cow, buddy. If you like good barbecue, if you like good eats, do yourself a favor. Go to Vessel Meats, check out Rudy's Authentic Sauces and Royal Nova Company. Barbecue for life.
I just want to take a moment and pay tribute to the breakfast sausage. Now, these specific breakfast sausages have some blueberries inside of them. There are a couple regular breakfast sausages that you can see linked up there, but holy cow, these were absolutely scrumptious. And as I scarfed them down, I thought to myself, not enough people pay attention and pay tribute to the breakfast sausage. Now, these ones I picked up locally at Beck Farms in Nova Scotia, Canada, and they were just absolutely delicious. Specifically, I picked them up at the Seaport Farmers Market, but you can also find them at the Forum Farmers Market as well on the weekend. And seriously, it's delicious. Holy cow. Now look, if you're not here in Halifax, you should just go to a local farmers market. Meet your local butchers, meet your local farmers. It's good for your community. Give back, source locally. Find yourself some absolutely delicious, scrumptious snacks. You'll be surprised at what you find there. Cool businesses, cool stands, cool stalls, things that you might just accidentally become completely obsessed with in your backyard. Anyway, that's me and some meat, but whatever. These sausages were absolutely fantastic, absolutely scrumptious. Every little bite was just a 10 out of 10. Shout out to you, Beck Farms. Really enjoyed these and can't wait to have some more scrumptious sausages coming up.
Barbecue for life.
Sweet Thai chili pork belly bites. Oh, served on a fried noodle dish. I mean, what else do you want? Man, oh man, what's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. I was in the grocery store the other day and I saw this delicious piece of skinless pork belly. Holy cow, I knew I needed to season it up with some of that chili lime sea salt by the South Shore Sea Salt Company. Look, we're just getting some salt on here with a little extra flavor because the sauce is going to kick it up a notch here in a minute, but we'll get to that. Let's smoke this low and slow around 250. Now, I went for about an hour and a half to 2 hours here till I hit 165, then brought it inside into a tinfoil sheet and hit it with Nurple's Castle Bravo sauce. This sweet Thai chili is just insane. The flavor here, holy cow. You knew I wang jangled this sauce all over these pork belly bites. Buddy, after I threw it into this container, topped it off with some tin foil, cooked it for an extra 40 minutes, then took the tin foil off, finished it for an extra 30 minutes. And what did I get? Some sticky, icky pork belly bites. Bud, holy cow. Talk about delicious. Talk about low and slow barbecue. Talk about the simplest way to pimp out your Mr. Noodles. Frying up those Mr. Noodles, throw on some veggies. Bud, you got a dinner dish to celebrate.
Barbecue for life. Rubber Boots Stompin' Hot Barbecue Chicken, the Atlantic Canadian way. Holy cow. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and I went to Sobeys and picked up this delicious chicken, split it in two, got it ready with some delicious Ragin' Bayman spicy barbecue seasoning from the Newfoundland Seasoning Company. It's a local company in St. John's, Newfoundland, and boy, oh boy, do they have some top-notch seasonings. So you know me, grab that seasoning and fully coated this bird over the skin, under the skin, underneath, on top. Holy cow. Let's throw it on the Napoleon charcoal grill. Get this thing running at about 450. We're going to put it on those cast iron grill grates. Holy cow, this chicken is going to be blessed with perfection. Like I said, this is some rubber boot stomping hot barbecue chicken. That's exactly what I want to hear. Then glazing it with that Newfie Bullet gunpowder rum barbecue sauce. This stuff is just smooth. Holy, paired perfectly with that Ragin' Babin seasoning. Holy cow. This Atlantic Canadian barbecue was top notch. Buddy, check this chicken out. Seriously delicious. Tacking on that barbecue sauce like there's no tomorrow. Holy cow. Plated it up with something simple, because you know me, I'm not too crazy on my plates. Just some smashed potatoes and some delicious coleslaw, bud.
Barbecue for life.
Low and slow barbecue tri-tip, the solution to those agonizing long brisket cooks. Holy cow, what's up, what's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and check out this delicious tri-tip. Oh, buddy, I'm going to hit it with Unreal Pepper Rub from Maritime Madness, because I'm looking to build a perfect bark. Now, remember, it's called a dry rub, but we make sure we pet it in. Don't rub it in. That's super important. Now, let's get this on the smoker low and slow around 250 degrees. Today, I'm using a mix of oak, maple, and hickory pellets, because boy, oh boy, that's going to go absolutely delicious here. So check it out. We're building an unbelievable bark on this tri-tip. After about 6 or 7 hours, we hit 165. Then we pull it off. We drizzle on that beef tallow we rendered down from the trimmings. We throw it back on the smoker wrapped in butcher paper for about 2 more hours till it hits about 203. And then by golly, we slice into it. Now listen, tri-tip, you need to make sure you're slicing against the grain. Holy cow, that's so important. But you get this delicious, melt in your mouth, unbelievable beefy amazingness. Check out that bark. Check out this simple dinner. You can do this at home too. Don't be afraid. Maritime Madness dry rubs will get you the solution you need. So check this out. Simple mashed potatoes, simple side salad, and that sliced tri-tip, baby. Barbecue for life. Bold and smoky tri-tip barbecue sliders. Holy cow. Maritime Madness. This grilling sauce is insane. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. And the other day I used Unreal Pepper Rub, obviously from Maritime Madness, to smoke a tri-tip low and slow. Look at that bark. Look at those smoke rings. You knew I had to shred this up. Let's go ahead and add in a little bit of red onion, some pickled peppers, and holy cow, that delicious, bold, and smoky grilling sauce by Maritime Madness. Fully coat this mess. We're going to fully wang jangle it, get it fully covered. I'm saying it again, fully covered. Make sure it's a delicious, saucy barbecue bliss in your hand. Holy cow. Grab your King's Hawaiian rolls. Let's slice them open like there's no tomorrow. Pile on that beef mixture. Like for real, this is what I'm talking about when I say I want my belly filled to the brim. Holy cow. Let's top it off with some shredded cheddar, because I'm basic like that. But you know me, I'm going back in with a little more of that grilling sauce. Bold and smoky is the name of the game today. Seriously, Maritime Madness. This stuff was perfect. So I threw on a little bit of butter, toasted up those rolls perfectly, and my golly, at 325 in the oven, this became the best dinner I've had in a long time. My goodness, just look at that, jam-packed with that barbecue. Oh, buddy, that's all I need. Barbecue for life. Some days I just want to be a slob and eat a plate of pulled pork with gravy, shredded cheese on fries. Man, oh man, let me be clear, it's not poutine, but boy, oh boy, is it ever delicious. Starting off, I always just low and slow smoke a pork shoulder, and today I'm using Heath Ryle's cherry rub, because this stuff is absolutely delicious. Now out here, I'm on the Napoleon charcoal grill using the snake method. What's a snake method? Well, that's when you line your charcoal grill around the outside using the charcoal to burn low and slow over 6 to 9 hours. Holy cow. And I'm just letting this thing sit there and build that perfect cherry bark. Man, oh man. Now, with the Napoleon charcoal grill, you can actually rotate the grate. So as the snake burns, I make sure to just rotate it so the coals aren't burning directly under the pork shoulder. That's the nice thing about this Napoleon charcoal grill. But seriously, bringing in that pork shoulder after about 8-9 hours, and buddy, it's just shredding up. This was absolutely immaculate. So I threw on some Meat Mitch barbecue sauce because this stuff is absolutely delicious and pairs perfectly with that cherry flavor. Holy cow, buddy. Then, like I said, I slobbed it up, grabbed myself a plate of fries. Oh, threw on that shredded cheese, that pulled pork, and just doused on some gravy, baby. Barbecue for life. You know, I believe I've come a long way with backyard barbecue. I'm really, really excited about this because I now own what I believe to be a true pinnacle of backyard barbecue. You guys have seen me use my offset smoker before, but this is not it. I have upgraded from my Dynaglow. I now have a custom built R&R smoker from Quispamsis, New Brunswick. R&R Smokers makes beautiful offset smokers right here in Atlantic, Canada. They also make drum barrel smokers. They make Santa Maria tables, live fire tables, and honestly, they can just custom build you whatever you need. I mean, holy cow, this is new to me, this offset smoker, and I can't wait to get this bad boy cleaned up and seasoned. I'm gonna roar some smoke rolling through this bad boy ASAP. Just imagine, just look at this thing. I did a little bit of math. I think it's roughly like 180 gallons or something like that of barbecue bliss. Like, holy cow. You could probably hear how happy I am right now. This is just a 10 out of 10. Look at this chimney. Friggin' gorgeous. This craftsmanship, but I can't wait to roll smoke. We're going to smoke some briskets, some ribs, some tri-tips, some wings, some chickens. Ooh, if we can throw some turkeys on this bad boy, meatballs, my golly, you can probably just hear me. I can't wait, man. I'm going to get this seasoned up to perfection. My goodness, R&R Smokers is seriously something you should consider checking out. Like, if you're in Atlantic Canada, check out their socials ASAP. Barbecue for life. Simple Sides, Episode 1, Broccoli Salad. What's up, what's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue, and I'm going to show you how to make this simple side dish to elevate your barbecue game this summer. Start off with 2 spoonfuls of mayonnaise. Let's put that in with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and 1 tablespoon of some sugar, and we're going to mix that until it's fully incorporated together and velvety smooth. Then go ahead, set it aside, get your broccoli. We're going to cut it up into nice little florets, wash it clean, throw it into a bowl with some smoked bacon, some cranberries, and some shredded cheese. Now, the smoked bacon, cranberries, and shredded cheese, I want you to measure with your heart. That is such a simple part to this recipe. It's whatever you prefer. So go ahead, add as much of each of those as you would like. It's really hard to mess this recipe up. Then, like I always say, we're going to wang jangle this together. Then go ahead, grab that plate of barbecue I mentioned earlier, and let's add this broccoli salad in. I'm telling you, it's the perfect way to just elevate that dish this year. Impress your guests. Make some broccoli salad. Barbecue for life. What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the man with the deep voice that's always talking about meat that's moist. And I'm checking out the Pitboss Tabletop PB150 grill. This little smoking machine can sear off some steaks at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Can also cold smoke as low as 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Honestly, that's all you need if you want to get into backyard barbecue. Now listen, if you really want to know more about this grill, hop over to my YouTube channel. You can see the full review out now. But for now, I'm just going to show off a couple simple cooks that I had on here, like this pork shoulder or this smoked salmon. I mean, they were hilariously tiny pieces, but by golly, were they ever delicious. And it's all because of this simple smoker. Seriously, every single one of these cooks, I just threw the meat on, basically set it and forget it. Close the little latches on the lid, and it just pumped out some smoke, bringing everything up to temp correctly. That's the nice thing about these little pellet smokers is it's pretty hard to mess up. It doesn't even matter. You can smoke a tri-tip like it's a brisket, or, some simple pork ribs, turning out absolutely delicious. Anyway, this little tabletop smoker grill combo is just perfect. It's so compact. It's honestly amazing for an apartment size living as well. So anyway, go over to my YouTube channel, check out the full review, and check out everything else that I'm doing. Seriously, barbecue for life. You know what's up.